course. Welcome to the party. It's Tuesday, or it's Monday. Jesus. Shh, it's Monday. Oh, let's get warmed up, okay? I need to back up. How we doing, party people? It's just the bot spamming the chat. I hate that. Okay. How we doing? It's Monday. Start of the week. For some of us. Okay, so it's here. It's the bot is spamming the chat. See, I don't know if anyone's trying to speak. Let's try this. There we go. Timothy, I see you. Boss. How you doing? You had a good start to the week? Mine's been rough. They always are. For some reason, the Mondays are always the really rough ones. Actually, I'm gonna haven't seen you in a bit. I have been very ill for like 2 weeks. I was unable to like speak or breathe. So it's like I wanted to like hang out and just chat, but I couldn't even talk. Hello, Nikita. How are you? Are you a martial artist as well? You don't need to be here. Okay. You don't need to be. Who else said hi? Who else is that? Super Leo? Hello. Oh, Brandon. Hey, sexy. How was your day today? It was rough and not the fun kind. You know what I mean? Hello, what's your name? My name's Kyle. Sorry to hear that. Hope you heal fast. Thank you. Yeah. And I'm still like, I'm holding water and stuff, but I was gone. And my throat was like on fire for a week and a half. At first, I was like, oh, it's allergies, you know, and then it's like, oh, it's a cold. Body aches. I thought it was COVID, honestly. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Used to do martial arts. That's the story very often. Used to, which is fine, you know. I mean, use it or lose it is definitely a thing, but I have always had karate in my back pocket. Like I've never lost the knowledge of like how to throw a punch, and even to like even taking 10 years off, I could still kick really high. A lot of it stays. I hope you feel better. Thank you. I feel much better. Here we go. The first one of the night. Ghostly Blunt. I would definitely whoop you, bro. You look super weak. And we all know that looks are everything. I knew Mr. Clean was a bad at. Oh, first one of the night. And it wasn't Andrew Tate. Interesting. Mr. Clean on the board right away. That's huge. And I've learned to write backwards. Okay? Is that something? Is that anything? It's for you. Clean. One. On the board, we have the usual ready. Money on the board, exactly. All right. Let's calm the trolls down. You sound like Michael Scott, really. I've never heard that before. Johnny Sins. Oh, all right. Johnny Sins. I am often called Sensei Johnny Sins. No relation to the man other than being bald and white. Johnny Sins. Also on the board. You kind of hear it? Okay, I gotta listen for it now. See, but the thing is, my voice in my head sounds deeper than what you were hearing. I'm like feeling it rumble in my chest. You guys don't. You look like Jackie Earl. Johnny Sins, no way, bro. Can we see your chocolate starfish? Everyone asks for like the really expensive stuff for free. It's very interesting. Okay, let's get Jackie Earl Haley on the board as well. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Jackie Earl. Earl. What is it? Haley. We take it. On the board. Nice fighting a punching bag that doesn't hit back. Wow. Nice zinger in the YouTube live chat. You've definitely proven that you could beat me up. Me being in a gi and having a bag doesn't mean shit, but you saying that you could beat me up, that's the key. You trolls never realize you're all the same. You're all the same. The original. Take a moment. Work on your material. Do you see? Or have you been hitting the blunt too hard? Yul Brynner. Oh yeah, they researched that. Whoa. I don't love the vertical elbow from a short distance. If you can get the pull, don't be inappropriate. If you can get the pull, it really adds to it. This message is held for review. Definitely would whoop your ass, karate boy. You know how many people have said that to me? I don't look like the things that I am. Do I look like a ballet dancer? I'm one of those too. Just because someone doesn't look like they're larger than you, okay? You got to get out of like the caveman brain. What? Oh, what? Let me guess. You're a street fighter, right? It's the guy who plays Rorschach in Watchmen. Oh, damn! Hell yeah, I'll take that one. Don't smoke. Taekwondo is a joke. To you. It's not my thing, but it doesn't have to be yours either. If it's a joke, I feel like you should be a little lighter of spirit, right? We have fun here. This is about fun. Okay. Yeah. Bob isn't animate. Bob isn't trying to kill me. Okay? If you believe that you need to prepare for everyone assaulting you at all times, you are not that interesting, my friend. Trust me. Nobody's going to come for you. Slash it. You know what I mean, Bob? I'm thinking about taking his arms off. It's my job to be inappropriate, Bob. Yeah. Brandon got here first. Can you kiss Bob on the lips, please? I've made this mistake before by giving him a kiss after I've kicked him in the face. So you gotta catch me before I put my feet on his lips. Ghostly likes your chest hair. You're not even a black belt, Goofy. Try a real combat sport, lame guy. What, like the kickboxing I did, or the Muay Thai, or the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu? That's my BJJ white belt. Okay? See, just because I look like this doesn't mean I haven't done other things. You just showed up today. It's just today that you showed up. And you're right. All of these black belts, these are fake. I got these on Temu just in the event that some bozo didn't believe me. But the weird thing is that you think that saying that stuff is gonna I don't know. I guess I'm gonna quit. Whatever, dog. Whatever. It's not great for the street. Great. Not in the street right now. It's a dojo. Okay, sometimes it's fun just to do things with the high level of skill. In the throat. You know? You can buy those. One who studies multiple sport hasn't mastered any. LMAO. Yeah, they have a term for it. So the jack of all trades, master of none. The rest of that rhyme goes, but is oftentimes better than a master of one. Again, you got to come prepared to this stuff, okay? Ghost obsessed with you, dude. Take a hint. Amazon. Arawaza. It's the brand in the WKF, the largest karate federation on the planet. I don't really give a shit. You don't have to believe me because you weren't there. So, you have Blunt in your screen name. Sounds like an athlete. Yeah. Have you ever considered making your own kind of karate? Well, Lieutenant Dark, kind of, but I don't really believe in making my own style necessarily because what works for my body is going to be different. What I would like to do is give people custom karate, right? You have a plate in your hip and you can't kick to the head. Okay, well then that's not part of your karate. Okay, it's ridiculous to make everyone look and feel exactly the same when we are not built the same. Okay, I, according to Ghostly Blunt, am small and weak, and my black belt makes me stupid. Okay, but good luck, buddy. Don't leave now. We're having fun, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Look, Ghostly, I don't need your respect, but consider this. You're sitting here on my live, engaging with me. Who's the idiot now? Right? If I'm such an idiot, what are you doing? What do you think about Shotokan Karate? The Shidokan Karate, the space helmet one. Oh, I've heard Kudo. Is that what we're talking about? It's interesting, but the problem with Kudo is that the helmet becomes a weapon, right? It's like you would do way more headbutts because you have the protection than you normally would. So it's like the argument that it makes it more hardcore, kinda. I mean, they have headbutts in left way, but the problem with Kudo is like that mask also restricts your vision and stuff. So I love what they do. I love the principle of the style. I just wish that helmets were for like training, and then they take them off for the competition. That would be my. Hey, do a flip, bro. I studied Goju-ryu for a few years. Yeah. What's your favorite kata? What is mine? I have a black belt in BJ's. It always stops my attackers. See, there are multiple techniques. I love his bald head and chest hair. Thank you. When do you use the old dick twist move? Okay, you should do jiu-jitsu. I have. It's very fun, but with my back issues, I can't really do it anymore. I can't get some overzealous white belt or blue belt who just learned a fucking spine twister or like fucking heel hooking me and then I can't walk for 6 months, you know? It's just you get to a certain age and then it's not worth the like being hardcore of it by putting yourself into extreme sparring, you know? I've done it before. Okay? I'm old now. I have injuries. Okay. Too many kata for me. I couldn't get into it. Yeah, well, Shitoryu is one of my other styles, and the kata's crazy. Well, the other thing that makes me mad is like it's like, oh, here's Rohai, right? And you do like this set thing, and then, oh, there's a different Rohai where instead of doing something to the front, you do it to the side, and it's like totally different. You got to keep all those things straight in your head, and it's crazy. It's not for me. I was never good at that kind of stuff. If I kept on doing karate, I would have been a black belt as well. Nice. Now you take it easy. How old are you? I'm in my later 30s. I have my own fighting technique, says Tracer Strange, that whoever I've ever fought has never been able to get past it. It's kind of a combination of karate, WWE, and wrestling, and self-defense tactics. Okay. Does BJJ have kata? I don't know. Not any of the kind I've done. No. They do drills, you do basics, you shrimp, you know, and then you just get to techniques. Which is another thing where it's like, if karate just taught the kata the way it's supposed to be, where it's like, okay, you read the textbook. Now, what does it mean? Then you just go into it, you do the drills, you drill the things, because half the people don't even know what the moves are supposed to do. Right? You see a move like this, and you think it's the karate chop. No, but they don't talk about it. Okay? So this is kata number 1. First kata. The very end. 1, 2. Shuto, okay? Knife hand. It has nothing to do with this. Okay. So we got Gus here. Okay. So I'm going to take Gus down. That way. Okay? You get the arm in front and the leg behind, and you just kind of slide your body in, and you take them for a little ride over here. See, how long did that take for me to explain? Not that long. Wouldn't take most karate senseis that long. I'll be 35 this Friday. You're not too old for me. Elbow and knee strikes. Hell yeah. I made a video on that. Elbow is actually one of the most devastating techniques that I have personally. I can just throw multiple hard ones in a row. What? I even beat my 28-year-old uncle at under half his age. Well, that's kind of an advantage to a certain degree. BJ's have kata. Do they? Really? Japanese jiu-jitsu might have kata, but don't quote. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, when people say jiu-jitsu, I assume they're going Brazilian just because, Riz. Riz. Should have made a video about you liking men. Why do you think that is an insult? To say that someone likes a man? It says a lot about you that you think that's insulting and that you want to poke holes in my martial arts character by what? Calling me gay? Stop projecting. Just be gay. It's fine. You know how many people in the chat are gay for this? Okay, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. All right. I don't normally do this so early. Okay. I'm sorry I look so weak to you. I'm sorry. You're so small. So was every other great martial artist. All right. Now, Ghostly Blunt, I don't mind trolls. I like them. They're entertaining. But you need to come up with actual material. You can't just start, like doing hate speech. Is that how you're going to get me? Really? You think you're cut? I don't think about you at all. Okay? Dude, you're funny. Yeah, it's a comedy channel. The karate's incidental. Just let it happen, chat. See, for every one dude that's like, well, that's gay. There's like 20 other gay people in the comments. You have a boy body, bro. Really? Get off the internet. It's good for you. What's your height and weight? I'm 5'8", about 150-ish, depending. I only weigh around 110, and it took 14 people to flip me on my back, and I'm super skinny like you. See? 2-0. Okay. Tell you what, Ghostly Blunt. No hate speech, it's the truth, brother, and you'll be okay when you come to terms with it. Ghostly Blunt, I don't think you could fight, and I think you would be clobbered in the street. I think you should put footage of yourself training up on YouTube. Just because you have a rug on your chest doesn't mean you're a man. Co-parter, brother. Co-parter, okay? It's just chat. It's so funny when these guys come in and they're like, you probably like men, and they, would kill to have gotten laid 1/10 of the times that I have. But with that attitude, they never will. It's sort of this battle. That's fine. We can put it to the test. Yeah, it says you and everyone else. Ghostly Blunt, go ahead and show us what you could do. You would not win. Lieutenant Dark, I just did the math. I'd have to lose like 30 pounds to get your build at my height. We have different bones, dog. Like, I'm made up of different things than you. Like a lot of my attachments are different. So just because the same weight and height doesn't, again, mean anything. Like, what if my hips are super, like I have long legs and a short ass torso, right? And so I'm all legs. That's different than if I have an enormous torso and have a bunch of like muscle tissue, right? So it's like, unless we compare our skeletons and muscle attachments, don't try and go for like my height and weight, right? Because I look different from other people. Some people say I look bigger than 150. Some people I say I look small and tiny, right? Like Ghostly Blunt. Kyle, a weak fetal man. Don't say that. What, brother? I am wearing a karate gi on YouTube Live. What do you think you can do to me? Okay? And I'm not talking about being tough. I mean, you can't embarrass me by I don't even know what you're trying to do. Ghostly, where are you at? I'll pull up old Dojo Storm. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. He has this idea that he's gonna do some huge overhand, you know, and it's gonna be real easy to just. I don't want to look like I'm using all of my force because I'm not. Not all of us need 100% of our available power in order to affect another person. I've lifted men that were 50 pounds heavier than me over my head. I had to many times for dance, actually. It was part of a piece we were doing. Oh, Ghostly Blunt goes on a person's channel and spews out his toxic shit. That's pretty sad. Lieutenant Pipe down, Grasshopper. Well, here's the thing. If you just let them run out their gas long enough, you realize that often it is because they're having a shitty fucking life. They have no one, they can't complain to anybody. They've been complaining to everyone around them that their life is shit. So you get on an anonymous platform where you can lash out and be shitty to someone else so you can feel good. It's being a bully 101. It's emotional desperation. It's the dog misbehaving for attention because anything is better than nothing, right? Okay, there was a guy who said he could beat the shit out of me and he was going to fight me and come down to my dojo. Turned out, no, he was crippled and no, he was just projecting, which is exactly what's happening here. I've just seen it 100 times, dude. You're not edgy, you're not affecting anyone emotionally. The only one that is embarrassing themselves, and again, is you. I'm telling you for your benefit. What kind of gi do you like? I got a Tokaido one in Japan and can't go back. I've never had a Tokaido. My favorite is a brand that they don't make them anymore. It's called Juka, Juka. I think they were judo uniforms, but perfect cut, perfect, like, they're pretty thin, but they snap like a motherfucker. They're like stiff, so good. I still have like I'll wear it again on stream where it's like the arm is torn out from when Sensei ripped my sleeve open, like doing a kakiyuke. Dev Patel, look. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll put it on the board. I'm sorry. Okay, but you gotta stop spamming. If you spam, I ignore what you're doing. All right. I don't know who that is. One. You get one vote. One. All right. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ghostly Blunt, let me pull up and show us what we can do, especially with chemistry. Yeah, I'm surprised that he hasn't pulled that card yet. I guess when people speak the truth, it's considered hate. No. Again, listen. Okay, let's talk to Sensei for a second here, Ghostly. Okay? What are you doing? Right? You see a grown man enjoying himself, and you just have to, what, try and bring him down to your level?
Is this fun for you? Please put it on the board. I guess your lives are better than mine. I don't know that, but I know my attitude is, right? I had a very shitty day. Not that you really care. Uh, I've been sick, and then I come on here and I get you. You know what I mean? Um, the difference is that I can handle myself and not have to, lose my shit or threaten somebody. Let it out, Ghost. Tell us what's wrong. Have you ever fought someone with a can of beans? No, and that's interesting because that would make a very good weapon, right? It's just like having a rock. Sure, there's a truth, but you don't know what that is because you don't know the guy. It would be different if you did. And they won't take the time to do it, Mr. Michael. Thank you, Sensei. Os, Papa. No, but I have a vine. You guys, I'm in Orlando. Put up when you ever got balls. You seem like you're playing dress up is cool, I guess. I don't want to fight you, I told you. I just want to eat some edible gummies and cuddle you and rub your bald head. See, that's the energy we like here. That's the energy we like. Okay, maybe Ghostly Blonde could use some relaxation. You know? You gotta chill out. Not everything's about being tough. I'm in New York, few hours drive, easy. Drop the address. Passionate Fruitcake is just really trying in the chat. How do you work on staying flexible with kicks as you age? Here's the thing. You got to do the right kind of flexibility. So I've been static stretching since I was a professional dancer. I mean, that's been what, 20? Not 20 years, almost 20 years. I haven't really gotten that far. What did it for me is you have to do the thing that you want to be flexible at, which if it's kicking, you have to do dynamic stretching. So part of the reason I keep the flexibility is because I continue to kick high, right? I don't do a ton of like this stuff, which you should do. I would recommend doing that. Don't do the splits. Don't do the, whatever on the ground. Do this. Kick your leg up, right? So this is as far as I can comfortably kick it before I feel a stretch. I can get it up here, but I can kick so much higher because I'm only using that flexibility for 1 second at the very top. So I can't hold my leg up super high like this, right? I have to hold up my arm. But if you do it for 1 second, it's easy. So instead of doing like this, right, this shit, kick. And you don't have to kick full force, but just kick up, right? Here. If I throw 20 kicks, that's a pretty good stretching stimulus that I've just given to the legs. So you have to train for what you want to do, right? Dancers train to hold the leg and control it and lift it. That is different from maximal, force or maximal kicking height. Hey, Venom! It has been a while. Os. Nice. Yeah, my old sensei would wear judo gis as well. Does it bother you being 5'6"? No, because I haven't been 5'6" since I was a freshman in high school, maybe. Juka, they still make them, lame boy. Not according to the website. See, if you just address me normally, we can just like talk as two people. Just a thought. He writes like my 5-year-old son. Thank you, man. God loves you. Thank you, Stu. He is your Middle Eastern twin for real. I'll have to look him up. I've had a sensei in the past, but it's been a while since I've practiced some self-defense. I'm about to sleep because I had a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and have tests all week. Oh, Venom. On the grind. I appreciate it. It's hard. Especially to to do the hard physical training after, I'm assuming, after, like, people don't think about the amount of work it is for your nervous system to go to school and do all these tests and stuff. So I see the work. James said he was, or they were a black belt. They were the best. Tracer's got a baseball game tomorrow. Good night. That was awful. It's something like this, right? Yeah, I never played baseball. I can't throw to save my life. So, tell you what, if you could get like Baker's dozen home runs for me in your game tomorrow, thanks. Oh, it's Lieutenant. Good luck on finals. The good news is it's almost over, right? That's the best part of finals is that, well, in a few days, it's all going to be over regardless. Are you seriously a black belt, Brody? I like getting a good stretch too. Good, Jekyll, good. Before I go, I do BJJ, and belts are some of the hardest out of all martial arts to earn. Definitely. Like 10 years minimum, I think, is the standard. What is your opinion on the short time periods for achieving a black belt in karate? You have a few. Yeah, so it took me like 4.5, almost 5 years to get mine, but I split my time up. So it probably would have been shorter than that. I think it should take longer. It's gotten to the point where it's like the story of the black belt getting dirty, and that's the reason it gets black, is now like a fucking myth because you never have a belt long enough to really. Well, my green belt was tattered, but I had it for like 15 years. So the problem is like some people can come in, like if you got like a professional athlete, like a gymnast, right? They're gonna go farther faster than some random dude you pull out of like an IT call center. So people's timelines aren't the same. And it's hard to tell sometimes. Well, it's not hard to tell, but you know, just going by numbers of years, that doesn't really tell you anything, right? I have a whole video on this where the degrees of belt also don't matter because I've known people that have stayed at second degree and been far better for their entire lives compared to sixth degree, seventh, eighth degrees. I've beaten sixth and seventh and eighth degrees. I've beaten 10th degrees before. It's, I mean, when they're old, it's not as hard, but I think making people wait is a good gating mechanism. Because if you're a black belt or you're a black belt level, you're going to be training probably for years, right? So it's not about getting you in the door. It's not about, it's like if you're living the lifestyle, you're just going to get there anyway. It doesn't really matter, you know? So the people that have the right attitude don't really give a shit about when they get the belt. Obviously, it's awesome, like it's a great achievement. But if that's what if your focus isn't on just consuming the techniques and learning the principles and stuff, you're not a black belt anyway. Where's your chin? It gets shy, so I tuck it away in case you try and knock me out. Do you think self-defense should be taught in public schools? Interesting. I mean, kind of, but then it's like, I don't know, you're also giving tools to people, so it's like, I don't know if promoting violence in any way is good just through school. I also don't trust a school to do anything right. I was bullied like a motherfucker in school. Did you tell the principal? Yeah, and they don't do shit. So, I don't know that the school system is the best place. The oldest 14-year-old boy ever. Serious question. My respects, bro. You a black belt? I am. I've got a couple. He's not a black belt, bro. Please stop juicing this man's head up. Brush your teeth. You're a joke. Only clowns film this shit. Nobody who really fights does this corny shit. Nobody who really fights has to talk to other grown men and convince them that they can't fight or that they can fight. They just don't. Because I've proven it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times already. I don't need your validation. I have plenty. Thank you. You ain't beat shit. You look like you chase chubby dudes. Looks like a 50-year-old baby. Interesting. I haven't heard that one before. My uncle was a red belt in his own style. Went in front of the Federation in Japan to get his Grandmaster 11th degree. I've never heard of 11th degree. Why are you standing like that, my guy? Because if I lift the camera up, you're going to complain that you can't see me. Right? Are you chubby, Ghost? Okay. One of the only actual Grandmasters in the United States in the 70s. Ain't nothing wrong with chubby. Well, okay, then why are you, but you're using it as an insult. You gotta pick a lane. You're a joke, you're still bullied. I still don't care. Can you do shadow boxing? Sure. I'm losing my hair, man. What's the secret to being bald and handsome? Accept it. Totally accept it. And once you own it, people call me bald on here every single day. Every single day you're bald, Mr. Egg, Mr. Clean, but I don't care. Because it's like saying I'm wearing a gi. Yeah, I am. I'm bald. It's not really funny necessarily, but if it's funny to other people, I just don't like it. Why use zesty if you can fight? Why do you think people can only be one thing? It's a red belt you never heard of 11th degree. Black belt will be a red belt now. You're suspect? Yeah. I can be zesty because exactly. See, I can put my foot wherever I want it. It's very easy for me. And here's the other thing is I can just be here talking to you. It's already up your nose, bro. My toes are already in your mouth. It's too late. It's too late. You didn't see it coming, and now it's too late. Wow, fruitcake. You like the strong man. We have to check that. I love tacos. Excuse me, handsome. Why is your shirt on? I'm baiting the trolls in chat that are struggling with their own sexualities, right? You can't fight. Karate's stupid. Which martial art are you a black belt in? Karate. Okay. I like the inside thigh kick, but I've never been able to really move somebody with it because I like to snap it versus, picking it up into something. Gus. Okay. Come on. Okay. Now. I want to fall this way. Oops. Gus got me. Axe kick. Just kidding. I used to be able to do axe kicks. I hurt my back so much now. But I can never get any force in them anyway. Hello. Oh. If you could only do one exercise forever for overall health, what would it be? Swimming, probably. A lot of people in chat need hugs. Yeah, and they see the karate guy and they want to beat up a guy that they think can beat up other people. That's fine. See, everyone mocks me for fighting a punching bag, but then I become the punching bag, you see. You look like the lead singer of Disturbed. What's his name? Oh.
I can't do a good one. I'm still recovering from being sick. Okay. No Andrew Tates tonight. That's crazy. Okay. Disturbed. Kind of light tonight. This is very unusual. Okay. All right. I'm going to do some actual hit in the bag. Are you Andrew Tate? God damn it. Are you at least a fifth degree comedian? If it's my own style of comedy, that makes me a red belt, 10th dan. Bow sensei. I don't really, I don't love that. Okay. One for Andrew Tate. He's on the board. Okay. Hey, Meg. How you doing, girlfriend? You miss people calling me gay and, et cetera, et cetera. Why are you in that dress? To make you question yourself. That's why I'm in the dress. It's a very low-cut dress. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Okay. Okay, Mr. Hat Man. Why aren't you in your hat? You know it's illegal for you to not have your hat. I'm gonna get Bob. Okay. Alright, let's give people something to look at. Oh, you thin, bro. I can't. I've missed your lives for like 2 weeks and I've been bothered by this. Well, Meg, it's because I was sick. I don't question your devotion for a moment, okay? I just literally couldn't speak. So, but here's the thing. We're expanding. This is, again, you all know this. This is a comedy channel. The karate is incidental. Okay, so we're moving in that direction. More lives. I'm going to be throwing a lot more dance parties here. Okay, Miss Meg, you're invited. Okay, I expect you there, and I expect you to dance. More of that kind of thing. I'm also going to be, well, you guys will see. You've got no chest. It's just your nipples. Yeah, because again, I have the body of, I don't know, I'm going to graciously say one of the Greek statues because I don't prioritize pressing movements. I do dips, they're very full range, right? But my shit goes so far back here. Do you see this? Do you see all of this? All of this area I have to fill in. It takes forever. Okay? And instead I have guns, which I'd rather have guns than the titties. Ric Flair got better chest? Yeah! Oh, wow, okay. I mean, if we're naming famous people on steroids, yeah, I could probably name a couple people that have a bigger chest than me. Whoa, a little too far. Control. Ghostly Blunt, you must learn control. Mrs. Megaroni, I'm sorry you were sick. Very glad you're back and very much looking forward to dancing. Hell yeah. The karate is not bad. And that's what I try and tell them, man. I'm just not showing off all the time. Okay? Yeah, I can sidekick up here in the throat. Okay, we can do the spinning back hook kick to the liver.
Okay, super easy. See, everyone thinks you're going for the head because every idiot is a headhunter, right? They see this big shiny thing. They want to see if there's a melon inside. They want to see if there's an alien egg in there. They go for this. They're not thinking down here. Little donkey kick. Karate works until you actually use it. LMFAO. Oh, y'all a bunch of choreographers. I actually am. I have a degree in dance performance and choreography. I'm a kata grand champion, so yeah. Karate doesn't work in a real fight. Because as soon as you put a belt on, punches, the physics of throwing strikes doesn't work anymore. You know what's karate? That's karate. That's karate. Hook, karate. Elbow, karate. Okay? You're just showing your ignorance. Okay? I've done a little bit of it. Okay? I've also done years of Krav Maga. Guess what? Same elbows. You don't take your karate legs off and then get into your Krav Maga. Okay? So that's a positive for your classmates. Tone Zone, I worry that you are under the impression that you sound clever. Hate to break it to you. You shouldn't have to hear it from a grown man in a karate outfit. But, you know, we all have our time. Okay. See, everyone dancing stupid. Why would you dance when you could practice combat? Okay. I'm sorry. I can do that very easily. It's so easy. It's so easy for me to do this stuff. It's so easy. Keep yapping out your mom's basement. See, this is the layer of insults that normally happens with trolls. And you're showing that you're not original. Okay, it's like this isn't real. You can't fight. The black belt isn't real. You got it off Amazon. We already went through these. Okay. And then it becomes you're in your mom's basement. You don't have a job. You don't have this, that, or the other. Again, telling on themselves very heavily. Karate keeps you incel. Interesting. Maybe for you. Oh. You look like you fight the ice cream man. Mr. Clean. Thank you. Okay. You gotta call it out. All right, Mr. Clean. 2. 1 Jackie Earl Haley. 1 lead singer of Disturbed. 1 Dev Patel. Johnny Sins, Andrew Tate. Look up Jen Lee in Belleville, New Jersey. Okay, Gerard. I do research after the lives. Okay, Jen Lee, Jiu-Jitsu, Belleville, New Jersey. Cool. Karate's like airsoft or real armed combat. Yeah, and dudes that talk about real armed combat in YouTube live chats can't fight. Okay? He has a board, yes. Lyoto Machida in his prime was a great MMA fighter, and he was karate though. Yeah, Andy Hoog was in K1. He kicked the shit out. He axe kicked the shit out of people, but they don't care. See, we're trying to argue in good faith. They are not. So they're moving the goalposts, right? That's not a real black belt. I show them 3. So then they say, oh, you're in your mom's basement. I show them the deed to the place. Then they say I don't have a job. I show them my W-2. Then it's like, it doesn't matter because they're going to move the goalposts every time. Then you bite them. Yeah, show me a martial art where you bite. Checkmate. Lyoto actually fought, not talked about how good he could fight. You guys are the ones talking to me about this, okay? You know what? I'm sorry that I'm not currently pursuing in my late 30s, going into my 40s, a professional UFC career, okay? I've made that choice for myself and I'm okay. He wasn't a dojo queen. I don't even know what you are, bro. CQB military, we were taught jujitsu. Cool. Who uses his knowledge to impress his friends, who indeed also cannot fight. So you're my friend. Thank you for your service. Yes, thank you. That's where we originated. Oh, okay. Put Zaddy on the dry erase board. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Zaddy on the board, and then I'm going to hit the bag, and then all the trolls can pull out their little, the things that they're going to tug on the whole time. Is this the bottom G? Okay, that's fine. Zaddy. Zaddy. Okay, I've never done a backwards Z. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's, I think that's right. Zaddy. Yep, that's right. And I do my Z's this way. You're sparring a white belt, dummy. Technically, Bob has not earned any belts. That is my belt. He is borrowing. Bob refuses to do his kata, so we can't promote him. It's just people that are jealous and don't have a life. Don't even stress on them. I'm not stressed. It's just shocking to me when people don't have the self-awareness to hear the words coming out of their own mouth, you know? And I've been online, I get it, but it's just, it must be exhausting. Tone Zone, y'all hold each other's pee-pees. Pretty firm, pretty cute. If you think it's cute, maybe you should join us. You do need to know there's something called a red belt. Yeah. And that's where like some karate styles have red belts that are not. They're like before black belt, but most of the time red belt is the hanshi, right? And then you got the red and white, right? That goes one way for the renshi and the other way for kyoshi. Okay, bye Tone Zone. We won't miss you. Does Bob tell you to do things? No, I've been begging Bob to tell me to do something. I wish he would tell me to burn the place down. Anything. Anything at all. Okay. Cook. It's hard with Bob because he won't ever like actually cook me in the head. Slip Bob. Oh. It's too hard to do the Dutch girls without someone actually. So I just gotta hit him. Okay. I'm back. I hate that his little shirt gets untucked. I really am glad you're back this week. It's been boring without you. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate that. In karate, what's the fastest transition to another fighting style to ground? I'm not sure what you're asking. Like which is the best style that blends? Bob never tells people to do things. He commands it. Exactly. Gerard, the people that talk shit are guys that do martial arts only do that because they've never been beat up by no one. Yeah, exactly. They talk about like it's exactly like when you see someone stealing valor in the military, where they talk about in war, a fighter is this, you know. So it's so blatant. It's painfully blatant. It weighs upon my soul how blatantly unaware they are. Is being bald a martial art advantage? I'm gonna say yes. If you watch Street Fight, okay, I can't do it with my voice. If you watch street fights or you've been on World Star, like some people, a lot of fights start here. They throw a couple and then they just grab onto each other. So if you have stuff to grab onto, right? Like I'm gonna say the majority of fights I've seen between women on World Star, someone gets their hair grabbed and then, you know, it's just the human instinct is just to latch on. So yeah, it is an advantage. From standing stance to hold detained stance, like control and arrest. Well, a lot of karate is like very upright, so even in a takedown, the idea is that you are like right on top of them, but you're like squatted down. So really, I mean, this would be the fastest would be like knee on belly or something like that. Uh, if you can take someone down and then kneel on them, you know, it gives you a lot, and then you can stay up here. Because I don't want to give them too many of my limbs, you know? What if Gus knows how to leg lock? I mean, a lot of karate is about avoiding the ground. Well, and then, okay, some of the techniques you see in kata, at least, there's like this one where you do this big ass jump. So you like jump, kick your own leg, and then you hit the ground, right? And then you turn, and it's like the moon is here, and so you're using the moon and the darkness to like identify where your attackers are. I don't, you know, I don't know about that. Okay. Let's get some work in. Kind of get a workout. Tomorrow we'll do a more casual hangout stream. I gotta get some actual. Tuck your shirt in. God. Trying to double up on the rotation. So it's like one, keep going. Thinking about kind of using the fluidity between karate, jujitsu, and wrestling, if you will. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, let's say right, I've worked my way in here. I get the takedown or something. I'm here. The thing that karate does not teach you is how to surf on a person. Okay, this is a skill I got from first in dance, and then when I went into the grappling world and like the wrestlers and jujitsu guys, I could easily roll on top of these people because I had practice. It was just non-combative.
So, oh. So I would likely use the foot. I'm always going to foot sweep. Just to be frank with you, that's my karate is foot sweep. Okay, so you can take the leg here, and then I'm gonna shift this shape, right? I'm gonna stay in my karate lines, because here I can get knee on groin, you know. I'm not gonna wanna like pace myself on this person, okay? And karate doesn't really cover ground and pound. Karate is like this. You like hit, and then you get out, right? So take down here, and then you can just slide on. I'm already on. You know what I mean? So it's, to me, it's like the transition is nothing. You know, it's just like continue the movement. Okay. So I sweep, kick. Come in here. Well, I guess you're not supposed to cross the legs anymore, right? Just get the hooks. And then you slam, slam, slam. Okay? Lift the ass, drop, drop, drop. Okay? You get up, but it's a fake because you then drop it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay? You ain't shit? Okay, Jesse Pound. What shampoo do you use? I don't. I use like a conditioner, sometimes for facial hair, but it hasn't gotten that long. You haven't proven anything, lame boy. I don't care. Ghostly Blunt, I'm never gonna aim to impress you. I don't give a shit. And when the live is over, I won't really remember any of this. You ain't shit. Grown man using emojis in my chat. The best at rolling around with the guys, and no one knew. Glad to see him and his sex doll made up. Okay. So what you want to do in a self-defense situation, right? Your attacker has you. He's mugging you. Okay? You're gonna essentially bounce on it, sloppy style. Bounce, bounce, bounce. He has worked himself into a stupor. He's fallen unconscious. I've won the exchange. Yeah, Danny. Well, maybe if you start asking people nicely. Now he's the little spoon. All right. I get tired of picking him up. That's my first day back. God damn. I have the flu for 2 weeks. You are shit. I don't think you can fight. Great. Again, you're still here. Every minute that you spend hating me
is literally feeding more of this. So the more you sit here and watch me, the more I'm going to do it. Oh, this is some horny man chaos stuff, huh? Well, I think you've nailed the channel vibe pretty spot on. That's why smart people prelude. That's a thinker. Show up slippery. That's what I say. Bob, tuck your fucking shirt in. Front kick. I'll give you my peel. I know you can fight. You can beat the shit out of 2 dummies. Exactly. You see people beat up 1 dummy, but I've beaten 2. Who did you beat up on World Star? That allegedly. Is this good TV? Is this good? Kiss him. If I hadn't already put my feet on him, I would. And I know you guys like that extra. Benzanino said I did karate for a few years. I even won back-to-back All Valley tournaments. No shit. You know what's funny is in Cobra Kai, all those kids who, most of them suck at karate, by the way. We could all tell. But they're all white belts. And then they go to the tournament and they're black belts. Explain it to me. Blow my nose. Ooh. Bob the Slob. I like that. It's also hot as hell. All right. Angel, what's up with you? Welcome to stream. We've been fending off the trolls for you. We've warmed up your spot. Okay. Front kicks. One of the reasons I stay so flexible, someone asked this earlier, is because I do front kicks. I don't even do this more than once every 7 to 10 days. But you just need enough stimulus, right, to send the signal to make the change. That's it. Just do it over and over. Huh? Okay. My right side's my bad side. It's the side where all the fucked up stuff happened. Actually, if you watch the series Cobra Kai, which was the best thing ever put on television, they are actual martial artists. Some of them are. Like the Hawk Kid, they're like the couple main people, but even the head dude, Danny LaRusso or whatever, they did not his karate sucks. And I'm sorry, but it's like the kata that they did, it's very easy choreography. And as a dancer, as a martial artist, it's this stuff where it's very minimal, but you can just tell if you have experience, you can tell that they're inexperienced. How's it going? It's going all right. Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, sensei! Yeah, not all of them I'm talking about. You can tell which ones. Yeah, and so that's my argument, and I know
they're actors first, but it's like, why can you not find martial artists that can also act? There's there's so much talent in the world, you know. Why do we got to go with the same? I don't know. Yeah, he's an actor, but the kids he was training, some of them were actual totally. Well, again, like Hawk clearly has advanced kicking training. You know, the head dude from the Miyagi Dojo. Uh, I can't remember his name. I can't remember anybody's names. Um, definitely, but then it bothered me that they didn't have more budget for more training time for at least the head of Miyagi Do. He's like I don't even know how to do it wrong enough to like you know what I mean. Johnny Lawrence is all the acting you need exactly, and he's the star. He's my favorite in that show. The bad boy of karate was in Karate Kid 3. They came back for Cobra Kai. Oh, interesting. I don't really remember 3. I vaguely remember 2. I've done that. I've done that in sparring before, where you touch them up here, and then almost always they come back immediately, and so they step on that front leg, and so you just step on the quad. They're like, huh? Pretty funny. Mike Barnes is bad to the bone. I'll have to look that up. Oh, God. The pants. The pants are limiting me. Oh, God, this is my bad side. Oh. All right. Gotta stay even. That's the other thing I do is I always do it evenly. See, but that side's so much easier. It's crazy how different they are. That Quicksilver guy was cool. Do the crane kick. You ever rolled some Miyagi Do? I wish. I should get a piece of that action, you know? The crane kick. Look, I hate the crane kick. It's like, because in order to get any lift, you got to do like a jump, or you start super low. When my uncle at the dojo and I was teaching the beginner classes in the 80s, Karate Kid came out, and the next day we were packed. Karate Kid came out, and the next day we were packed. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, and that was huge. The 80s and a little bit like the early 90s were huge for the blow up of karate, because back in the day, in the early 80s and late 70s, it's like it wasn't that common, right? It was like foreign, so it just wasn't a thing. You didn't have karate everywhere. You had to like know a guy and then meet in his backyard or something. That's the bad boy of karate. He's actually really good at martial arts. Well, good. Good. Yeah, I remember people. There were kids that came into the dojo when it's like Terry Silver. He does like his like whatever. I don't remember the name of the punch. But what he showed is in karate it's hiraken, which is leopard's paw or leopard's blow, and you strike with these knuckles here. He like splits a heavy bag open with it. As someone who is trained and tried to make this strike work, I've trained this on the monkey wara, striking wood over and over. There's no way. Fun fact: the guy doing the crane kick on the beach was the Vidal guy. Johnny fights in the semifinals. Interesting. Some movie buffs in the chat tonight. See, I'm also trying to develop like I don't want to be like here all the time. I want to be able to strike from standing here.
You know, I'm just standing talking and boom. Right? So I'm just talking to this dude. It's not a big deal. Whoa. Bro, listen. Front kick, favorite kick. All right. Okay, so this is the nunchucks everyone loves, you know. Oops. Give it to me. Thank you. Here. All right. Real ones, no. Okay, the kata looks like this. Don't smash the overhead. Here. Okay, so it's 1 over 2 side. Here. Same thing, other side. 1. Don't hit it. 2. This is James Murray from Impractical Jokers. I'm really disappointed how few people ever really tried Jeet Kune Do because Bruce liked to start at a walking stance. Yeah, and it doesn't, that's the problem, is everyone wants to be seen as a hard ass, right? So you want to telegraph like, oh, I know what I'm fucking doing, right? You know, bah, bah, bah. Opposite. Again, those are the people that have not fucking fought. But it is not James Murray from Impractical Jokers. Although I understand why you would think that. You were the first tonight to add Murr to the list. A lot of one-offs tonight. Andrew Tate, Johnny Sins, Disturbed lead singer, Zaddy, Zowie. You say zesty, I say I'm just enjoying my fucking life. So Winterlanden 2K. Thank you for putting Murr. We got it. Murr is the second most popular one, so we got to bump the Murr numbers up. Because Andrew Tate's like 220 at this point. I got in a fight in high school, says Gerard, in the 80s, and I hurt him really bad. My uncle found out. He would not let me come back to the dojo for a long time. I thought it was over, trying to teach a lesson. Exactly. But the young bucks. I mean, look, it's like a canon event, you know. It's like how you can't go back in time and tell them about something because then it's like the young guys are not listening. And I remember being 19 years old and being full of testosterone, and I'm still young enough to be invincible, just getting injuries, not like thinking that might was right. I've been there. Not that I've ever been huge on that, but like when you're 220 and you have a ton of fucking muscle, you get a little bit of a superiority complex. Or at least I did. Come on, trolls, step it up. Board's very empty. Exactly. And they're the ones that started the board.
All right. I haven't done Tonfa in a while. Let's play. Oops. Got myself. Oz. KP. Welcome to stream. Everything is much better now. We had a few trolls, you know, the usual. You can't fight. You're in your mom's basement. You know, nothing interesting to report from the troll side, at least. How are you, KP? How was your Monday then? Mine was kind of bad. I didn't like that. Here. There it was. Okay. Feeling blessed. Thanks for asking. Well, damn, KP. Well, shit. I don't think the trolls earlier were feeling very blessed. Tried to bless them with some knowledge. You know how it goes. Where was I? If I do this... Oh! I did the thing that I was about to explain. If you hit them really hard or really good, it pops the air and it hurts the ears. It's Timmy Tough Knuckles, but bald version. What does that mean? Okay. See, the entry for the left. You gotta like throw it and then release it to let it spin. And then get a grip on it again so that you, because it's not like this. It's like this. Means you're a sore loser. How do you know? How do you know that I'm a sore loser? I'm actually a very gracious loser. Because it doesn't happen very often. Oh shit, what's up? One. Bob, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so this. Hamahiga. A raw what? Technique? Because your mom is here with me and she said so. Can you say hi? Tell my mother hello. On your last stream, you showed you don't twist your punches. However, you didn't explain why. When I was in boxing and BJJ, I was trained to turn punches on impact. Why don't you? Okay. Very interesting question, as always, KP. I don't. I don't turn my punches, and I don't like my. I've explained this to you, but I'm explaining for everyone else. I don't turn my lead hooks unless it's like a long, you know, kind of looping thing. I keep it here. I personally don't feel like the twist has given me enough snap that I don't generate with the rest of my body.
to justify turning it over. A lot of it is like keeping the elbow very tucked, right? Because I mean, I can do this, but it's like it's a shitty position, right? So as you turn, the elbow opens up, which is fine, but my elbow can open up without that happening, and it keeps me aligned. So for me, it feels, and I don't know that this is the case, but it certainly feels like it's faster and more direct, right? So I'm just straight out. So I prefer to do the twisting here, right? So I might only fire like this, but I make up for that elsewhere. So, and to me, it's also like in gloves, a lot of times when you turn over this, like if people shell up, you can like get stuck, but you can go straight through a lot of times if you keep it vertical. Um, it feels more direct and it feels faster. And instead of like for the retraction speed too, right? So it's like I'm doing one and I'm turning, but then I have to turn it back. And look, I'm a karate guy, right? This is our whole thing. But I just don't see the benefit in doing it. It feels performative to me. And when I throw a really hard like overhand, I will turn, right? But I'm also a lead hand fighter that I don't end up throwing most of my turned over strikes. And even like if I'm going to throw combinations, I'm not going to turn this over because I'm not fully committing this. Because again, I'm trying to get back to that lead side. So it's like I open strong here, one, turn or keep it short here so that I'm ready to launch again from that front side. I understand the no twist on hooks, but why not jabs? I just feel like this connects so much more often than this. Like it feels nice, like it finishes the technique, but I just don't feel like it's necessary. And a lot of times, you know, it's like min-maxing, right? So a lot of my techniques are not built for like maximizing the strike. It's compensating a lot too. So I don't throw maximum power strikes. I just don't anymore. Um, so I will make sacrifices in technique, and I haven't even talked about this heavily either. If I throw a really hard shot on my bad side with the bad side of my back, I will have to like break the technique to absorb force, right? Normally you don't want to absorb force, you want to give it all. But I know that some of that force is returned back, right? And so I'm trying to keep it from getting back into here and fucking up my neck or back. So a lot of times I'll hit and I won't even fully have my arm straightened. And it's sort of in these in between, like it's not a jab, it's not a hook, it's kind of in between. I might not finish here, right? I might get most of the way and then pull it back. So I'm making a lot of sacrifices. My technique is not the maximal, right? I have to break a lot of the rules to like allow me to continue to practice. You got no motion, brother. Wow. Both techniques are valid. Yeah, Timothy, and they're just tools for different things. You got no motion, brother. I'm glad to see you're still here, Ghostly Blunt, pushing up my watch time. Thank you. Martial farts. Tighten your top, Beyonce. No. Entering dojo. Oh, it's Jonathan. How are you? A master in bald fu. Exactly. And all it cost me was my chin. You can't move, brother. You can't move off of this live, dog. I'm actually flattered. It's very sweet. that you would continue to give me engagement, continue to give me comments. Oh, you're into like a punishment kind of thing. I see. Badly. Oh. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Slap yourself. I'm gonna pray on it, okay? I'm gonna pray on that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do not feel the need to turn this. It feels like it's happening here, and I mean, it is literally. But it just it feels like I'm not getting for all of the motion I'm doing. I'm not getting what I would like out of it. I appreciate you, Jonathan. All right. You guys have to wade through the trolls and just deal with them. Head, butt, the dummy. See, I don't really believe in headbutting as a strategy. Okay, I get it, but what? But you're still slamming your brain. Use head position instead of slamming, right? And it's not this. That's not the headbutt, right? You just drive the crown into the nose. But I can do that from here already. I have tools to do that. And then you're also committing your head. So it's just I don't know. Use the head position to like get a better frame. There's so many other things you can do besides use your skull as a blunt weapon. Watch out behind you. What's your thoughts on the ridge hand strike? I rarely see it used in MMA. No need to sacrifice your head. Yes, Jonathan. Well, we need ours. The trolls, they can get away with, losing a few. Ridge hand strike I like, but not how they teach it. And I think we did this in last stream, but right, it's like some people will say you hit with like this part of the thumb bone, this knuckle I've also heard, very interesting. I just don't see these structures holding up to like my full force. So I move it here. And not even like not that wrist bone, but I come down a little bit right here. So it's like shorter range, but it's more of a clothesline, a true ridge hand. See, but in MMA, you're throwing overhands, which is kind of almost the same thing. It's definitely the same arc. Not in a rude way. Some troll is copying me, sir. Yeah. Don't worry about it, John. We're good. All right? The trolls need this. Oh, God. I wasn't that sick. I haven't been sick for 2 weeks since I got COVID. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Christ. How are we doing? Okay. All right. Yeah. Look, KP. I want the turn. I just, and a lot of times when I was boxing, I would just not turn it over, and it was totally fine. I don't know. I leave a lot of things on the table. I understand, but there was something else that I wasn't like explaining. I think it was the dropping. explosive. It's hard. Like there's so many things I want to like. I just want to like avatar plug the ponytail in so you can like understand what I'm feeling. It's so much easier. All the dance training has removed words from my vocabulary, and now it's like it feels like, you know. Okay. I mean, if I need to reach, right? I might not reach this way. I'm probably going to turn it over. But I'm like totally flat. I'm like totally bladed. Shaolin based? No. Do you use Thai clinch knee strike? Oh, yeah. And that's like a huge thing. I mean, I did like clinch stuff in kickboxing before, but then you do Muay Thai and it's like, no, 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 no. There's so much like of this where it's like, this is what you're doing to people. And it's like, I could not do it anymore with my back issues, but it's like this heavy thing. And then they can so easily, right? Instead of these huge sweeps where you do like these big performative movements, they just barely move. They just, it's like they just step out of the way. Insane. Okay. Yeah, not Shaolin. You know, I can't hit. I mean, I can hit the depth of some of those stances, but getting out of them is like, it's a little bit harder nowadays. Yeah, I also do throw a lot of like kind of it's sort of like McGregor used to do this sort of like reaching underneath kind of jabby uppercut. I'll do a lot of things like that too, where I'm just trying to get to the face, It's not about exactly this or exactly, If people react, then you works. Great technique, thank you. This isn't even my final form. And the legit people will notice that because I'm so shallow or narrow, I guess, I make up for that. Because of your back, are there any kicks you're not comfortable doing anymore? Yeah, like back kicking to the head. That's the thing. It sucks so much. I had such a good arabesque. Like I could get my leg above my own head behind me. Now I can't do it anymore. Maybe one day I'll get back there, but it's a long road. So really, it's like hook kicks. I don't throw any power into hook kicks anyway, and I've already explained this, but I don't go to the head anymore. I go up, under here. So he's got his elbow here, right? I go for the turn. Everybody goes up. Everybody. It's crazy. You do the turn. See, in there, I wasn't even like coming. I was like coming from around, so it's like behind this sight line, You have knowledge. Don't need a kick. Oh, low kicks work. Low kicks work. Yeah, exactly. And that's again. It's not flashy. It's all the bros, the trolls. They come out of the woodwork and they get upset because. Well, actually, that wasn't maximum power to the temple to do maximum damage. So, how's your switch kick? Tim, I don't. Is that true, or is that something you're trying to tell your wife? I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I've played one on YouTube. My switch kick isn't bad. I'm gonna leg kick this guy, and then I'll switch kick Bob because he can take it a little bit more. Yeah, low kick, and that's a thing. Andy Hoog, kickboxing legend, he would hook kick the legs. Brilliant idea. Nobody saw it coming. By the time they're like, oh, they don't see the leg. It's already too late. So, and I've seen Kyokushin people do heel kicks to the outside of the thigh, right, like this. Crazy. Never would have thought ever in my life, but if they hit you right in that spot, it works. So anyways, that hook kick, right, you flash like you're going to go high. They might even like cover their own vision, and then you take the leg that way, right? Knee on belly, ground and pound, slide to mouth. Ezekiel choke, okay, or you go for the Kimura here, okay? That wasn't the switch. Now, I will show you the switch. Okay. Gus, I swear to Christ. All right. So again, for me, the switch kick is like, it's about being minimal. Now, oh, my bridge is in. Heel is the hammer. Yeah, that heel kick on the thigh hurts, I vouch. It just looks like it's so little force. Again, proving the point that I continually make to the trolls, that it's not about maximum force. Andrew Tate. Well, listen here. Glock 40. It's not. But you're not the first to think so. Not tonight. Mr. Clean's got a couple votes. Lead singer from Disturbed. Zaddy. Okay, that's well, You stay in chat long enough, you'll be calling me Zaddy, I'm sure. This guy, I don't know who that guy is. I know who this guy is. You made the board, Glock. Not a lot of people have been calling me out tonight. Not a lot of people. John Jones loves that knee stomp. Some fighters say it should be banned. However, only a handful of fighters in the UFC use it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it should be banned. Because if leg locks aren't banned, things that are going to tear your meniscus, your ACL anyway, what's the difference? Well, the difference is you can get a surgery for an ACL, but a shattered kneecap is like totally different. You probably walk with a cane. Glock 40. Distance, exactly. Okay, let's do a little switch kick. I'm going to start on my bad side, feel it out, and then, Okay. So again, I only really switch until the legs are crossed again. It's very small. Let's try this out. And that's how, most of that power is coming from the switch. I'm not really extending any harder. It feels very light to me. How's a little scope? Got a little more shin that time. Most people won't expect the switch. Which one's the dummy? What? Oh man. Which one's the dummy? I don't know. Ghostly Blunt, you still here? Which one of us is the dummy? Me or Bob? Who you got in the fight, me or Bob? I'll switch the front kick too. That's another way to, and again, because when people see the switch, they expect a roundhouse. Duh. You can switch anything, right? So again, I'm a lead leg fighter, but if I want to do a power shot and I don't want to hike this thing forward, I switch into it. Switch. Switch. Okay, that's another one. Other side. Switch. It's a little slow. It felt like two things instead of I'm standing. I'm just standing here. I didn't really move that foot. Whoops. Yeah. Wake up, samurai. That footwork switch can set up some deviating hands. Is this a joke? Was that supposed to be funny? Please. Okay, tell you what. Give me your best shot. If I've not heard it before, I don't know. I won't call you a troll. How about that? Go ahead. Give me your best shot. Work on it. Take some time. Okay. And then hit me with your best shot. Okay. Is this a joke? It's a comedy channel. Yes. Hello. Yes. God. God. Whoa, big whiff. Because I'm not looking. I'm looking here. Okay? Bob's broad chest. Rewind. He's a legit black belt, but he's a karate dude, so he fights with his hands down, which is so weird to me. Pick up the phone. I hear you. And a lot of it is because Bob isn't really a threat to me, right? So I don't really need to keep him up. I do keep my front hand down, though. Hit your dummies. A black belt in karate. The art of the empty hand. Call you Mr. Novocaine because you're numb to these trolls. Damn, KP, bangarang. Yeah, but the way you train is the way you fight. That's true. Look, I've done kickboxing. I've done Muay Thai. All right? I get it. Here's the thing. The hands down on purpose. I want you to think I'm stupid and to try and take advantage of it. That is the thing I'm most prepared for. Bet this guy shaves his dragon pearls and hummus cannon. That's a very specific kind of terminology that comes from a very specific kind of creator. This honestly looks like this dude has never been in a fight in real life. Wow. Wow. I don't care what I look like. I don't give a shit. Okay. I look like Andrew Tate, bro. You think I can really pick fights about how I look? Is this a comedy channel? Yes. I also do real karate. Okay. The hands down is a karate thing. I've been boxing off and on since I was 12. Started doing jujitsu 2 years ago. I sparred karate guys. It's a karate thing. Yeah. And I mean, it's a lot of it is like giant peen with ears. What's your name? Kyle. It's in the it's somewhere around here. Stephen Thompson always fights with his hands down. I believe it's from his point fighting competitions. We love you, bro. Ignore the trolls. I'm it's not that I'm the trolls are affecting me. It's that I want to put a little seed in the back of their head so that well down the line after they've maxed out their WoW accounts and all of these things, they've heard it before, right? They've heard reason somewhere in the depths of the great abyss that is whatever is going on up there, that at least it's in there. I planted a seed. Whether or not they foster it and let it grow, it's up to them. Real karate guys aren't going to look like Daniel-san. Just how like real strong guys aren't muscle bound. Bet this guy's legit. See, and that's the thing, Ludi. Thank you. It's crazy. Okay, here's the thing. I get you're frustrated. You can't use that kind of language here. Why don't you show me how tough you are and wrangle down your emotions for a moment, okay? Wonder Boy was a great fighter, in and out. GSP was another karate dude who was in and out. Yeah, and it doesn't. Oh, fuck off. Brother, you were in my house. This is my dojo. You can fuck off by doing this. Follow the finger. Do you have your own knee pads when you make real money? I'm a professional. What makes you think I use training wheels? Sensei, with your back issues, are you able to kick the clock? Not really, no. And I also can't hold it. That's the other thing is like when I throw the leg, everything's kind of loose and pliable. But when I try and hold it up, then all of that shearing force gets exerted on the spine, and then I can't really do that. Have you ever fought someone with a can of beans? Not since earlier when you asked me. You're giving white belt energy. Okay. I don't give a shit. I got more black belts than you got balls, but to me, it doesn't matter. Okay? You want this? You want the belt, huh? Why don't you come take it? Come get it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, go get the belt. Come on, go get the belt. How old are you? Late 30s. 16th degree, exactly. Exactly. I'm a 16th degree black belt in dealing with these trolls. I'd like to know, is karate is just for defense of philosophy or legit? It's both. I mean, here's the thing. All of the dipshits in chat that are talking about street fights and combat, okay, they don't live in the real world. Because you know what happens in the real world? You get into a fight, you hurt someone, and then not only do you pay for their medical bills for the rest of their life, you go to prison. And then you get to explain to everyone in prison how you're so not gay because you fought a dude in the street and now you've lost control over the rest of your entire life. Okay, that is what real fighting looks like. Okay, You make Jake Paul look like a boxer. You guys, that's actually not bad. That's pretty good. Empty hand. What shampoo do you use? None. I use the tears of all of the haters that scream in frustration when I don't quit and burn my black belt because they said it's not real. You make Jake Paul look good? Ouch. It's kind of insulting, you know? Not even kind of insulting. See, and I don't. Okay, here's something else that I think is super cool. When people do the really big knees, but they do it from nothing, right? They do it from the leg up, and they just throw their hip forward. I can't do that with my back anymore. I can't thrust like that. So I just do like straight up, straight drives in. Nothing that's going to, you know, curl that pelvis under. Bottom G. Okay, Madame. Do the dance. What dance? I am a dance. I'll do many dances. It's not only me. You see, nobody believes you, bro. There could be 400,000 people in chat telling me that I can't fight. I don't care. I think about more than beating the shit out of people. Okay? I'm a complex kind of person like that. In a street fight, self-defense, all you really need is the basics of boxing and wrestling. Yeah, I'm not going to throw head kicks in self-defense. This is a sport. And if you practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you are just as guilty of this as any karate person, as any Muay Thai even. Muay Thai teaches you to throw kicks because kicks are part of the style. Kicks score well. They get more points. Points. And it's good for the gamblers. Okay? It's anything based on rules is going to fail in the street. It's an incomplete martial art. Okay, that's my TED Talk. I thought you were Tate. Well, mixable fluid. It's interesting that you would say something like that. Because now Andrew Tate's in the lead. And now I'm upset. Okay? Clown boy. Ghostly Blunt, every insult you type into chat boosts my numbers. Go ahead. Keep it coming. Call me boy 50 more times. The bottom G dance. I don't know the bottom G dance. What are your top 2 favorite PG-13 movies? I don't know. Madame, you're going to have to teach me the dance. Why is your punching toy wearing your white belt? Because, I don't know. Actually, my karate white belt is too small for him. But what do you want me to do? Roll around with Gus? You would have more respect for me if I rolled with Gus and wore my white belt? I don't need your respect or admiration. The watch time is more than enough. Rage Akata. I challenge anyone to get a green belt. I challenge any of the trolls to, I don't know, do something productive with their Monday night. Where's the nunchucks? You think I'm without the nunchucks at any time? You wouldn't carry nunchucks. Yes, I would. Yes. I won't. I don't actually. You know. It's funny, but I don't carry nunchucks. But check this out. Right? See, you just think I have one large tit, when instead, it's Chuck's. Oops. My left is the bad side. Yeah, you're definitely a point guy. I'm a bring the pain type of guy. Cool. There's no such thing as a street fight anymore. Exactly. See, the trolls in chat would go, "Oh, I bring the pain," and then someone pulls out their piece, and then you see heaven. That's how it would go, dude. That wouldn't work in the street. Nothing works in the street because you know what happens in the street? They bring 5 of their fucking friends and they all have brass knuckles or knives. So miss me with this. Uh, if you can't train to defeat 5 attackers unarmed that are teaming up again and they have tire irons, when if that. Watch something other than anime for just like a weekend. Just get a breath of fresh air. Okay? Who's your sensei? I don't even know how many senseis, honestly. Let's see. One. My first sensei was the Green Power Ranger. Okay. Now, Mr. Ghostly Blunt is going to have a field day with that, I'm sure. But again, I don't really give a shit. I was personally trained by the goddamn Power Ranger. So I've already won, you know. Is Moist Critical on the list? No, madame. But you know what it is now? Because that's how you get it on the list. You just say it. I left all this room for tape, but I don't know if we'll need it. Moist. Moist Critical. On the board. You only get the 1 vote, though. Okay, Mr. LC Show brings up a great point. What's wrong with enjoying martial arts as a sport? What's wrong if I like kata? I'm going to be 80 someday. And, believe it or not, I'm not intending on getting into street fights at the goddamn nursing home. So, there is some value in moving around, using your body, getting some motion in. Okay. Now, I get that you have a hard time seeing outside of your world experience. It's showing. How does your Bob keep his hands up? Amsia, also karate, os. He also looks like Doug. Remember the cartoon? Yeah. Yes. That is funny. Oh man. Hold on, you're funny. Hold on. Pose. Okay. Like how did he get the thing in front? Where it was like the quail shit, right? You know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Is this a better use of my black belt, Ghost? Is this better? It's not great. I'll work on it. You look like a young Jeff Bezos. But better looking Jeff Bezos looks better now than he did when he was younger. All right. But you look better than he did younger. So you look like an old Jeff Bezos. Okay, so I look like Jeff Bezos if he couldn't afford to take care of himself. That's pretty funny. Oh, you guys crack me up. God. See, the trolls think they come here to make fun of me. Oh, I get plenty out of this. Cucks. I studied Hapkido and Jeet Kune Do. Bro, I would love to do a Jeet Kune Do class. Just like talking about front kicking the kneecaps and stuff. It's so obvious. But again, in sports, you can't practice that. Goodbye, Bob. Nick Diaz, Prime Nick, has had nunchucks in his car. See? I wouldn't be the first. Just a couple of sticks. Murray Karate. That's a vote. Whether or not you understood that it was, that's a vote. There we are. I wouldn't want to fight you. Why not? Nunchucks is only good for comedy. Well, okay. You're mostly right. I would say it's mostly good for show. But there is one application that works with the nunchucks. It's not this. Okay, it's not that. I'll show you. I'll show you, madame. You trolled me a little bit, but again. Welcome. Okay. Now I am an entertainer, but I technically am a sensei, so let's go over it. Okay, this shit doesn't work because the force is going around and I'm choked up here, which is great for control, which gives me a lot of control over the spin. When I go down here, it's much harder to exert that kind of spinning control, but I get extra distance. What is this? It's a stick. Okay, so if you use it like a stick, like something that is not connected by a rope, that's when it works, but you only get one. Okay, so I'll show you, and it's going to hurt me. So don't say I never did anything for you. All right. So I'm going to do the figure eight. I already know it's going to be bad. I don't want to do it. Do you see how as soon as I strike him, it loses all the? It just kind of flops around, right? So that doesn't work. This is how it works, okay? You use it like a baseball bat, okay? You wouldn't do this with a baseball bat, or I mean, you shouldn't, okay? You use it like this, right? Slam. One big crack, and you hit him here, you hit him here. It's gonna fucking hurt, okay? And I'm gonna hit Bob. All right. Okay, here we go. That could fuck somebody up. But, so it's like, nunchucks aren't good because they do this. Nunchucks are good because they do this. That's really it. They're portable. Go Power Rangers, yes, thank you. It's Bald Aaron from The Walking Dead. Jonathan says the best reaction is don't hesitate when some fool walks up on you. Green Power Ranger was Jason, correct? Yes. Jason, David Frank. May he rest in peace. God. I believe he challenged CM Punk for his second UFC fighter, maybe his first. Dana wasn't interested. Yeah, he did pass away. And Doug from Nickelodeon. But Madame, you already voted. That's the problem. You voted the first time. See, this is the thing. A lot of people come up with it like, oh, a really good one, but you only get the one vote. Now you know. So next time in stream, you can come in with the one you really want. Did you beat the Matrix? Oh, we're all in the Matrix together, buddy. I think we struck gold. I also started training with Jason David Frank in Houston. No shit. When was that? I was training with him. I mean, I was really young, but it was God, it was like mid to late 90s in California. Albino, does karate only work if your opponent is using karate? Interesting. Here's an interesting thing. I was more dangerous to let's just talk about the last dojo that I was a sensei at. It was like a very competitive one, so point style. The first day I walked in, after years of Krav Maga, Muay Thai, kickboxing, all this other cross training, right? The day I walked in there, I was more unpredictable and the hardest to fight than any other day. The more I acclimated to the karate style, right? And you fight bladed and you have your hands low. They have answers for that because that's who you're fighting. So, as I was getting towards black belt, my back was getting really bad. So, instead of doing what everyone else did and it just hurt me, I adapted my style. I reverted back to some of my kickboxing where I took a more Philly shell kind of stance. So I had one hand up low, but I had this elbow out. Everyone knew I had back problems. They would try and kick me in the back. But when that elbow is sticking out, you end up kicking the elbow. I've broken people's toes. I don't even know how many times. And I don't have to do anything. I don't have to block. I don't do shit. I just sit here and they kick and hurt themselves. It's like if someone punched you in the elbow. It's so easy. So for my black belt test, I did a hyakunin. We have to do like 100 rounds in a row. So I just adopted this like very Philly show, like shoulder covered. People were punching me in the arm, kicking me in the elbow. Doesn't matter. They weren't scoring. They weren't hurting me. You know, they were hurting themselves. If anything, here I would wait until someone like rushed in, front kick. You know, send the hips back. So I have learned personally that if you use the thing that your opponent is most versed in, I mean, you know how to use it and abuse it. Brianna, do I remember you? Of course. Those pugs would tear you up. The dogs? I had a pug. No lie, I ain't fighting with someone with chucks. And that's the thing. It doesn't, having chucks doesn't, I mean, people assume you know how to use them. But ultimately, someone that's swinging nunchucks around is fucking crazy. And you shouldn't mess with crazy. It doesn't matter if they have nunchucks, because if they're willing to do this in the middle of the street, what else are they willing to do? Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Mikey, of course. I get how Raphael has an anger problem. I understand that. But I'm just more of a Mikey at heart. Latney says Leonardo. Jonathan, one strike, fight over. Madame Carly, I always keep nunchucks when I go jogging in the park at night. Good. And you get the LED ones and you just spin them both while you run. You know, create like a sort of a shield. Thanks for the lesson. That's what I'm here for. It's a TV show where you get whatever you want. Almost. Anyone remember William Wallace have a nunchuck in Braveheart? Did he really? I mean, I know they had flails back in the day, but which I guess technically a nunchuck is a flail. Oh, it's Wing Chun Philosopher. Welcome. You caught me before, you know, I'm signing off. That's awesome. Yeah, and you're totally right. It's like I want the nunchucks to be more practical. They're just not. It's a lot of this, and it's just it doesn't work. We were discussing earlier, Monsieur Wing Chun, KP, who you know from chat, was asking me about why I don't turn the jabs, and I was just saying, you know, it's like it just feels direct. It's, you know, slimmer. You know, I don't know. Do you do private security? Are you for hire? Interesting. Depends on the job. What up, Skinny? What up, Bubble Nut? Is there a major delay? Oh, I'm just behind on chat. I asked this question 10 minutes ago. He's just way behind because he reads every comment. Exactly. Baldy Sensei. His answer caught up. Thanks, man. Love your content. Thank you, Albino. I appreciate it. My first move is square horse, ready for sidestep. Bold. Reading every comment is not safe, my guy. Yeah, I've learned that. You know, a lot of people try and do the Bart Simpson. You know, if you understand Simpsons, you understand that. I tooted. Well, Madame Carly, I appreciate your candor. Um, that's 5 minutes in the boo box. You understand that, right? Do you guys remember the boo box? Hook, okay, Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman. See, one of the side techniques is you just because this is right. It's not sharp, really. It's like the windshield emergency hammers, kind of. Uh, it's just a hard metal rod, you know. Um, One of the moves from the kata that we do. You slam down, you just bash them in the hand. That's the whole thing. You just smash the hands. Sai are probably the you. I think I feel the coolest handling Sai, right? Doing the flip and everything. It feels really cool. They suck as a weapon, though, frankly. Snow Beast. I always liked Donatello, but I appreciate Mikey's spice for life. Well, and you know, it's hard being a mutant turtle living in sewage. So, you know, you gotta flip the script. Chucks have a place in the arts. Oh, Mr. Grail. This motherfucker's hilarious sometimes, just so y'all know. Okay, if you like this is what I'm doing the most serious thing that I do. Karate. Okay, the dancing, the dance party on Saturday. I don't know if you were there, Mr. Grail. That was a couple weeks ago. Just wait. Okay, let's just say that this is not because I want this facial hair. If you think I'm funny now, stay tuned. There is some good. No, I heart that you read all the comments. Well, and it's weird to me that like I get that at a certain scale you can't. I'm not that big, but you know, it's like why only read the comments that are positive? It's way funnier to talk to the I mean, they're just so random. Do you play RuneScape? He's a chill dude. Thank you, Meta. Size the training for a car antenna. Appreciate the good time. You got a sub from me. Oh, if you think you could sub me, sub to me. Dance party, indeed. I was there. Hell yeah. I need that again, my friend. Oh, sayonara, albino. Konbanwa. Let's say you can't grab side, but you can grab two sticks. That's true. And, you know, a lot of the stuff operates the same way. Usually, when in doubt, smash. Automatic darts. Well, actually, then you're disqualified from my competition because that's against the rules. Yeah, we're gonna do another party this weekend. My intention is to hopefully once a week, but you know, depending on how we do the other content, I want to start throwing parties for people. You know, I like to have a good time. Nowadays, when's the last time you got invited to a party? Nate says, I love his hot breast. He got the handles black and thick. Feels normal for him to hold. This is thick? That's thick? Really? I think we're holding different sticks, brother. Operates the same way. Adaptive weaponry. I meant that as a joke, not really. I know, Mr. Krabs. Is he gay or normal? What? Is he uncut? Better question. Okay, and that is something for me to know and you to worry about. Andrew Tate with a little zest. I've got zest, but Andrew Tate is heavily closeted, okay? Dude talks about not being gay for hours while he sucks on a big brown cigar. He's telling on himself, but he's stupid. Oh, God. Christ. Oh. Andrew Tate, number 4 for the night. How tall he be? He be 5'8". The camera is below my face, though, because otherwise you get to stare at this into the sun. Rate it. Rate what? He has a half cut. Looks like Kim Jong-un. Italian? Nah. No, my ancestors were fighting in the nude, painting themselves with blue swirls because it's magic armor. See, if you understand that about me, a lot of me makes sense. When you understand that my ancestors were just eating mushrooms and running around with no armor on. He's Mexican. Human race. Nice, madam, nice. Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that. Moist critical. Did you already vote, Mackenzie? I don't know if you did. I can't remember. I don't care. I have executive powers. So we're going to count. Moist critical. Two for Merv. Got a pretty even spread, Mr. Clean. Okay. Zaddy. No more zaddies. All right. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not asking. Because that's the thing. You can't ask for a nickname. You can't. There was this guy I used to work with. I'll call him Ben. It's not his name. It's very close. Ben came in, and I was his lead. Oh, God. I have gas. I need to eat soon. Ben comes in, and I'm his lead. And he says, I'm Benjamin, but you can call me Fedora. I said, nobody calls you Fedora. I'm going to call you Ken. And he said, well, oops. His real name's Ken. Sorry, Ken. Ken was like, don't call me Ken. Like, well, you don't get to pick. You can't say, my friends call me Fedora. No, they don't. No, they don't. They're not your friends. It's probably a bunch of other people that also want to be called Fedora. So you're just feeding each other. You're going to show this dummy who's boss then, lad? Your ancestors were the Blue Man Group? I'm critically moist. Well, madame, can I shave his breasts? No, you can't. People will be mad. Stubbed your mom's toes is back on the page. Irish. It's Scottish and Welsh. Not Irish. The Irish would be very upset to claim me. Mackenzie, I'm sorry. When you say the thing, that is the vote, right? That's how it works. You don't know you're casting the vote until it's too late. Was there a Seafood Darlene at the White Ranger studio back in the day? I don't remember a Darlene. I remember there was Sensei Todd, who also passed away. He passed away while I was there. Um, there was Sensei Justin. I don't know that we had a female instructor when I was there. Are you Peruvian? No. Megamind, nice. Nice, that's a good one. We're still in the single digits on totals because I do keep totals of all of these, okay? So this is going to be like 229, 30, 31, 32. All right. You got a zaddy today. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Mega Moin? Mega Moin? All right. I'm stressing my throat first day back. Okay. Mega Mind. Mega Mind. I do tend to like tilt my head forward and go like, that's like 2/3 of my fucking profile. This is how people normally see me, like this. Oh, funny. Johnny Sins can shave his breast. No, Nate, because for every one person that asks me to shave the chest, 50 tell me not to, or they'll unsub. I do Muay Thai. I just got my silver band. Interesting. I've never trained at a place where they did the bands. I don't know if you're joking or not. Jay says, I'm going to say some crazy shit to boost your analytics and dip. All right. Respect. Thank you, Jay. Your chest hair needs to get braided, my guy. Also, Gracie United called. That's going to be something really fucked up, isn't it? JK, take it easy. Okay. We're easy here, Jay. Which sounds like you know. Timothy, speaking of which, my job actually insists that I fill out the race part on file in 2026. Can you believe that? No. I get how like sometimes, particularly if you are not white, they want you to report it because they get like either tax breaks or incentives for hitting certain metrics, right? So it's like I know if you have a certain percentage of your employees are, you know, covered under the ADA disabilities and stuff, you can get like, or you can say like, we're a multi, you know, cultural company, but you need like at least 5 people that aren't from fucking Wisconsin, something like that. Sifu Darlene had a son named Woodland that trained there. I'd have to ask my parents if they remember, because I don't remember a lot of the kids' names anymore. Actually, I should look at the photo because I have the photo of the Black Belt Club. I don't know if I assume that the son of a Sifu would probably train heavily enough to be in the Black Belt Club, but in the Green Power Ranger Dojo, for those of you who don't know, when you join the Black Belt Club, which is when you start weapons training, they engrave a black belt with your name on it and they put it on the wall for you to like look at while you train. So I'll have to look through and see if I can find any of that on those. What are you black belt in? Karate. Your dues are overdue, my dude. Dude. Am a guy. Can I shave his breast? No, you can't. Come on, guys. Subscribe to his channel. Says mixable fluid. I don't really ask people to subscribe. I think it's tacky to every time in a video when someone's like, hey, by the way, please like and subscribe, I get mad. Because it's like, it's 2026. We're all on YouTube. Okay, we know. We get it. So to me, it just seems like like we get it. You're hustling.
We're all doing the same thing. All right. I like to go towards the end of the stream. I like to do a little disrobe. It's warm as hell, but gotta do fan service too. You look exactly like Megamind. Exiting dojo. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for contributing your training thoughts as always. Mackenzie, my friends call me the B word sometimes. Well, and that depends. It's like, are they calling you the B word in a? Because sometimes the B word, which I curse, so I'm going to say bitch. Sometimes that's a term of endearment for me, right? It's like someone insults my friend, and it's like, don't you talk to my bitch like that, right? Well, see, that sounds too possessive. It's like, okay, here's a better example. It's like, well, I don't want him to think that I'm ugly. Bitch, you're gorgeous. Kind of like that. Okay, so depending on how good your friends are, that might mean they're better friends. Okay, I'm starting to feel myself in this lighting as usual. Oh yeah. And this is 2 weeks of the flu, chat. 2 weeks of the flu. Look at that fucking steak. Oh yeah. Yeah, where's Ghostly Blunt, huh? Where is he? I can't wait until I've forgotten his gotta get artsy with it. It's not enough to just hit the pose. Okay. Still got some separation. I'm worried about his wee. Why? Why are you worried? Trust me, he kind of looks like Snoopy. Let me get a demonstrational kick on old white belt. Dan, do you mean Bob? Maybe you should write people's names next to their vote so you don't forget if they voted yet or not. That's interesting. How about Adam Sandler? Is that? Are you saying I look like Adam Sandler? That's the key. You have to say You look like Kyle. Oh, the guy from Ratatouille. I don't look like the guy from Ratatouille. I look like the rat from Ratatouille. He left hand. He is different. Keanu Reeves, if he was bald. I've heard that one too. I think that's sort of in the moist critical. I mean, it's all kind of the same, like generic white guy, strong profile and nose. Oh shit! Remember when he said I had no chest? He was right, but it's because I got these cannons, dog. These fucking cannons. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. What do you teach? Are you a coach? Tell me. Yeah, I've taught karate. I've taught dance. I can teach you how to salsa. You look like Colin Mockery after a gas station burrito. It's just a fake version of karate. Right. Jonathan says on the street, you need to see a threat. Situational awareness. God, exactly. And that's why I don't get into fights. If I see someone very sketchy, that looks like they might be thinking about robbing me, I avoid them. Or, I mean, I don't get really harassed because I don't look like I have anything. But I just kind of puff up and look like I might go fucking crazy. And usually people will leave me alone. Nate, I don't live with my parents. It's been many, many years. I don't have a problem with people who live with their parents. But that is not the case here. Sensei Johnny Sins. Oh, it's Dennis. Been waiting for you, dog. Someone said Johnny Sins earlier, but they didn't say Sensei Johnny Sins. Okay, so that's you right there. OMG, he's shirtless. I think I'm a little behind on chat again. I am horny now. Yeah, see, exactly, Nate. It's always the same story. How often do you work with the wooden dummy? I've tried years ago when I was in martial arts and it beat me up. I've only used the wooden dummy a couple times. You tied that wrong. I don't care. I've only used it a couple times. It's interesting. I feel like the biggest advantage it has over something like Bob is that you can apply pressure. I'm doing it with my hands as if you can see what I'm doing. You can apply pressure constantly throughout, right? So you're always pushing towards the center, and it's like it really has a lot of potential for working on that heavy hand kind of. When you're hand fighting, you don't just grab and pull. It's like you stay in contact. So in that sense, it's like I think it's a very nice tool. Have you tried E10? I don't know what that is. I've had a concussion. I have not had a concussion. I think I've gotten hit enough to like have my bell rung and like not really know what's going on for a few seconds, but nothing that's been like definitely a concussion. That shit is real. People don't get it. Whoa, Andrew Tate, gay? Well, if I'm Andrew Tate, then definitely gay. Aw, man. All right. We got 5. All right, let's see the rest. He is definitely gay, says Nate. Not normal. What? It's pretty normal to be gay at this point. What students do you teach? Right now, I don't have like an active roster. I've taught. Well, hold on. I've probably taught like 200 students ish in karate. So majority of that is going to be kids. Probably 40 of those are adults ish. Has anyone said Jewish? Has anyone told you that I get very upset with racial stuff in chat? Maybe not. Scenario stories. You changed my life, Sensei. Ever since I started watching you, I work out 10 hours a day and get 10K a month. Oh, thank you. And this is only the beginning, of course. We'll get you up to 20 hours a day and 20K a month. But only if you're ready for your next belt. Okay? Wow, at least chat seems concerned about you, even if it's in strange ways. I love he. What state he be in? Nate, I'm a little worried. Definitely Jewish. I'm definitely not Jewish, actually. Hate to burst your bubble. We got about 6 minutes, chat, before Sensei has to get some food. Okay. He has a belly button. Oh my god. Okay. Taught everyone watching. Yes. Wet bread. Okay. Let's see if we can get some good. Okay. Ah, see, there we go. See, you can't see the detail because of all of the hair. But I got some striations. A little bit. Will he go? Exiting dojo. Jonathan, I think you're getting out at just the right time to avoid the splash zone. Nate's still gooning. Madame, are you already done? His thing all purple by now. Christ. Are you teaching Rex Kwon Do? I could. Rex Kwon Do is too easy. You see, it's too effective. And so I practice ineffective martial arts as a challenge to myself. Bow to your sensei. What inspired you to get into martial arts? And have you thought about doing merch? I have not thought about merch at all. I don't really have a logo or a symbol or a catchphrase. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what people would want. If that's something people want, I mean, we're very close to getting the members stuff unlocked. So that stuff is coming very soon. But I don't. What would I do? I mean, knowing half my audience, it would be like used fucking socks or something. We can meet for drinks and cigarettes. Oh, that's interesting. That's funny. We can meet for drinks or cigarettes. I'm very arm gifted. I mean, I say that a lot, but it's just I don't really work for these, you know? It's not. Andrew Tate on YouTube Live now? Homie down bad. Homie unoriginal. Homie 7th of the night, which is actually not even that. Like usually this is into like the 20s. This late into stream. When you gonna do a flip? Well, Kayan, I can't do a flip anymore. Not anymore. I'm drooling. Can I come back? See, and this is why I would never do a sleeping stream because that's not really content, you know. But some people would want it. Timothy, yup, he sleeps naked and leaves his curtains open. Johnny Sins, the chart has me dying. We're almost okay. I gotta do dinner soon, so let's do a retrospective of what we got. We got 7 Andrew Tates, 2 Johnny Sins, 2 Mr. Cleans, 1 Dev Patel. I gotta look that up. 1 Jackie Earl Haley, 1 lead singer of the Disturbed band, 1 Zaddy, 2 Myrrh, 1 Megamind, 2 Moist Criticals. You know, not a bad spread for an easy Monday night. The chart's a huge hit. I can't remember who it was. It was one of the regulars, one of the OGs that suggested I do the chart, and it has been a huge hit. It's fun for me too because again, I keep the totals. So again, you know,
we're probably to like 230 Andrew Tates at this point. Quick little. Oh shit! Oh shit! It keeps going. Okay, little lat spread, side by, side try. Okay. You see this? Okay. Okay. All right, chat. Okay. Yeah, silent 98. You probably walked in at a weird time. All right. Oh, it's bedtime. Well, it's dinner time for Sensei. Tomorrow night we're gonna be doing a little hangout. I think I might be playing some music. Okay. You didn't answer what inspired you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I get caught up. Um, Originally I was bullied, right? So at first it was like I have to do this because I'm getting the shit kicked out of me at school and I'm tired of it. You know, I was like I followed the rules and I did what you're supposed to. I got good grades and it's like this is horse shit, mom. They're fucking with me all the time. And did you tell the principal? Yeah, actually, they don't fucking care. So that's what inspired me originally. And I always thought it was like kind of cool, but um, it wasn't until I started doing it. Like, like I took karate in the way that you take like boxing to like get fit or get, you know, but then you end up like getting into the art of it. It's kind of how it worked. Nate having a whackathon. Snitching made it worse. So, but then beyond that, it was just like skill acquisition, right? And so for me, it's like that's a big reason why I've gone across different martial arts is because for me, it's not about like, oh, karate's the best or whatever. It's just like there are different ways of applying skill and different skills, and so that's interesting to me. You know, it's weird because I didn't grow up as an athlete. Um, I had a six pack just because I was thin, um, but I was never active. I didn't have any goals to be active. But as soon as I took the karate class, and particularly because they were like, "Wow, you're good," you know, I was like, "Oh shit," that helped. But then from then on, it was just like physical. I went from being like the nerd that only read books. I had a rolling backpack. Okay, I was that kid, and then immediately I was like, oh shit. And then practicing the physical skill took me into the circle of the jocks, of other athletes, wrestlers, and stuff. So, you know, for me, it opened up so many doors. It's like every time I try and learn a new skill, I end up meeting a bunch of new people, getting a bunch of good contacts, bunch of good networking. You know, my life changes completely with every new skill that I learn, and it has nothing to do with being able to kick at head height or whatever. You know, your inspiration is exactly mine. Nice to hear. Well, and it sucks too because it's like it should be like you want people to come into it from like a place of like, I love this. You know, I have a passion for it. But a lot of us came from like, no, I just got tired of like people exerting their will over me. And I had to learn how to do that back. And that's what martial arts or strength training, any kind of physical practice lets you do. It lets you exert your will on the world around you or on the people around you. That's what it does. So, you know, I wasn't able to intimidate people very hard. Like, I'm not like a scary person. But when you're 220 pounds and you walk in being unable to straighten your limbs, you know, people look at you like you might eat them. So, you know, it started off with like a necessity, but then it grew into, oh no, I'm a martial artist, right? Like I do the lifestyle. I don't, this is not even about self defense anymore. You would eat me, Nate? But then if there's nothing left of me, how do you get more? Stupid ass. Interesting contribution, Mark. I was going to go, but I wanted to thank you for calling me out on that, KP. I get sidetracked and I completely lose the plot. All right. I appreciate all of you joining me tonight. Join me tomorrow if you're not busy. Okay? We'll do it. It'll be a little more casual. Not that this was like serious. You know how we do. All right. おーし。どうもありがとうございました. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. You really turned my Monday around because it sucked. And we've had a good time tonight. Or I've had a good time. So, good night. Nate, you'll just have to come back. Show pony. Good night, everyone. I appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Mwah.